Manufacturing in China has slumped due to the COVID-19 outbreak. Caixin says the PMI index hit a record low of 40.3 in February. The slump followed government-imposed factory suspensions and travel restrictions designed to stop the spread of the virus. The number is also worse than Bloomberg's estimate of 46. Production, new orders and employment also shrank at record rates. The data is in line with record low PMI announced by China's government on the weekend. The sharp drop means China's economy could be heading for a worse than expected first quarter. Bloomberg is forecasting a 3% drop in GDP, and analysts say the outbreak could delay the economy's return to normal. But they also caution the slump might not be as bad as it seems. The bigger picture of a V-shaped recovery remains. JP Morgan expects China's growth to rebound by 15% in the second quarter. That's if COVID-19 doesn't stall global demand. Elsewhere, the gloomy factory sentiment continues. South Korea's manufacturing PMI for February dropped to a 4-month low, while Japan recorded its lowest reading in 4 years. South Korea has been particularly hard hit. Industry heavyweights Hyundai Motor and Samsung have temporarily halted production. Analysts say the country's rising infections will likely put South Korean manufacturers and exporters under further pressure. Wakas Adenwela from the Economist Intelligence Unit tells us about the outlook for Asian manufacturers.
For starters, obviously, you see tourism getting a massive impact. Quarantine measures in China, obviously, were the primary reason, but certain countries also imposed restrictions on tourists coming from China, Singapore, for instance, or even Australia, restricting people who have come from China or transited through China. So, yes, tourism, retail sector are the hardest hit, but companies which have had production bases in China are obviously feeling the pain too. Of those, you see, for instance, companies in automotives getting an impact as well. Manufacturing sector in general has not been very happy either. Definitely past experiences have helped them, but if you look at the modern day as well, it is definitely more digitally connected. They definitely have more options to be able to work remotely. They also have options of actually moving to an automated assembly line. So in certain cases, yes, that has been a slight silver lining compared to what the situation was during SARS.